mean, I've had this lift, the Hazard Sky 2-inch lift, and I've had these Wild Peaks, the 265/70 17s shoot, I don't know, about a year now, and I haven't done anything to fix this rub. But over time, it bugs you more and more. You know, at first, when I first got them on, I was like, yeah, that's not even that bad. I'm actually pretty excited about this. I was expecting it to rub a lot worse. But now, at this point, now it's just like fingernails on a chalkboard. I mean, it just, every time it does it, you just, Today's the day, though. We're going to take care of that today, or we're going to attempt to take care of that today. I've got a heat gun, got some ideas. So let's take this in the shop and let's solve this problem. All right, woo! I feel like I'm really close. There we are in the shop. We get these tires off, front tires get jacked up, and we're gonna fix this rub. We're gonna fix it real good. Now we're gonna fix this rub though. All right, let's get this done. All right, so got the tire up, jack stand under there, all that good stuff. And so I've had a couple different thoughts on this. I mean, it really doesn't need a whole lot. Mine doesn't. I mean, I know some people have a lot more rub than what I have. Mine's pretty minor, all in all. I'll give you a little, show you what I'm trying to get out of it. So, you look in here and you can see exactly where it's rubbing. So, it's rubbing from here down. And it's just that simple little bump out there that I need to push in. But it doesn't rub all the time. It just rubs mainly when I'm turning on uneven ground. So what I've been thinking, first off, I don't want to cut this out. I know some people, they just cut this out, and I'm just don't really want to do that if I don't have to. So I got this little Wagner Ferno 300. It's a heat gun. It doesn't really matter to me what brand it is. But bought that for 20 bucks at Walmart. You can also get it on Amazon. I looked that up, but I just wanted to get it right away. So 20 bucks, Walmart or Amazon. And what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to heat this section up. And then I'm thinking I'm going to take these blocks. Now, originally I was thinking I would take the liner off or partially off, pop these out, take that one little bolt out, and have it hanging, and then take the board on each side, along with some clamps, after I heated it up, and just clamp it together and hold it. And I still may end up having to do that, but that was my first thought, was I'd do it that way. But now I'm kind of thinking, I've seen this other product, which I didn't buy, I didn't look into, nothing like that. I've just seen people use them. Somehow it like bolts onto your wheel hub, and then it has a little roller arm type deal. So you'd heat it up, and then I guess you reform it with that. And I'd have to look into it more. I don't really know a whole lot about that. But what I'm going to try to do is kind of simulate that by heating it. I think I can jam this, do something, something like that. So heat it up, stick this in there. My concern with taking it all off and dangling it and smashing it is I'm going to deform it in a way that then like these holes don't line up. And yeah, I don't want that to happen. So I guess pull out this Wagner and we'll see what happens here. Never used a heat gun before, so interested to see it.
Feels like you're looking for something better.
All right, well, see what happens. Well, interesting. So, seems to have smushed it down pretty decent. I don't know. We'll see what happens when I release it. But, so, I'll just kind of, wedge those blocks in there. Didn't take real long to heat it up, honestly. That was actually pretty nice. There's still a little hump there. So it might give it a little grind, but I mean, it's flexing it back. Well, if that's the only have to do it once, that'll be awfully nice. But yeah, it's a lot easier than I was expecting it to be perfectly honest. I mean, honestly, that was if this works, if that stays flexed in, I'm kind of kicking myself for not having done this a long time ago, because that, I mean, this is 10 minutes. Take your jack it up, wheel off, heat up, poke some boards in there. You got to cut them, I guess, the length. I got lucky. I just found these two boards lying around. They were the right length, or appear to be. I'm gonna let them sit in there. I'm gonna let them sit in there for a while. Let it really cool down, and hopefully it'll reform, harden up. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. So hey, let's. Too easy. Alright, well, feels pretty well like it's cooled off. Let's remove our piece of wood. Yeah. Let's see. I don't know. May or may not have worked. I mean, I'm pushing against the weld right there, so it still rubs a little bit. I can't really go much farther back. You can see it definitely smushed it in a little bit. So, like I say, I wasn't really getting a whole lot of rub to start with, so that probably fixes my problem. But we'll give it a test run and find out if we did anything at all. hopefully we did. I'm going to do the other side. Well, I'm going to slap this tire on, do the other side, then we'll take it back out and give it a test drive. Oh. Did you hear that? Me neither. Because it's not hitting it anymore. I think we got it fixed. No. I know we've got it fixed.
You have to be your biggest fan. And
Still be a little tight. But there's enough room. It's not hitting. Yeah. So that fixed our problem. So I know I've had a lot of questions on this. I've had multiple people ask over the, oh well, since I put on these tires, hey, did you ever fix that rub? Hey, did you ever fix that rub? You ever figure out how to fix that rub? There you go. Figured out how to fix the rub. So took out which, you know, I questioned whether or not I really needed to do the pinch weld mod, you know, grind that off, and because I just didn't have a whole lot of rub. Well, after forming that, you know, fitting that back, pushing that liner back, now it's right up against that, even where I cut. So now I for sure think that that it was a must to cut that pinch weld back, and then heat that and just find a way to wedge something in there and really just hold it till the rubber cools off. I mean, I'll see if this ever pops back out. Hopefully it just stays where it's at. If it does, I'll update you guys. Like I said, I just, you know, I found a couple bores that just turned out to be the perfect size to fit in there. You know, you can use whatever you can find. You know, it's DIY, you know, just figure it out and make something work. You can look online and see if you can find one of those fender well rollers, I think is what they're called. I'll look it up and throw something in right around here, this part of the video, so you can see kind of what you're looking for. But hey, I hope this helps you. I'm excited to have this done. Also, I would say, you know, while I was in there, I went ahead and retorqued all my bolts from my lift, and they needed it. You know, they were a little bit loosened up. So if you've lifted it, make sure you go back after you've off-roaded it or you know, driven it for a while and retorque those. Yeah, once again, hope this helped. If you liked the video, smash that thumbs up button. If you're interested in this stuff, KL related, you know, I've got some more mods I'm going to end up doing, some more additions to the rig here, as well as some trips planned, you know. So if you're interested in that stuff, hit the subscribe button. If you didn't like it, you know, thumbs down. However, if you got any questions, comments, whatever, leave them down there in the comment section. I always try to get to everybody's questions and like reading the comments. So if you have time, leave something down there. All right, we'll see you in the next one.